Hey everybody, it's Brian Haskins, and in this video, I'm going to share with you how to fix your lead generation problems for good. Now, if you've been following me along this week, I wanted to share about how to get in front of better opportunities in 2025. So most of the wholesalers that follow me, if you're watching this video, if you're on my email list, most of you are probably looking to generate more deals for your wholesaling business. And most of you think that that is something that you have to generate more marketing. You have to do more marketing strategies. You have to talk to more sellers to be able to get in front of better opportunities and close more deals. But in reality, there's a lot of things that we actually can do before we ever start marketing that's going to set us up for much better success. So it actually boils down to a three-part process that I'm going to cover over the next 3 days. I'm going to share with you step number one right now. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but for us to be able to fix our motivated seller lead generation problems, we actually need to start with the end of our wholesale deals in mind. And the reason why is because traditional wholesaling is designed to set us up for failure. The reason why I say that is because it holds us back from making more money on deals, and it makes you spend way more money on marketing because we have to be reactive. Traditional wholesaling tells us basically to pick an area that we want to work in, cast a big wide net to try to generate a bunch of motivated seller leads. Once we find someone that wants to sell, make them a lowball offer, try to get that property under contract, and then we need to start finding a buyer. But in reality, we need to be in control of that transaction from start to finish to be able to be better marketers and get in front of better opportunities. So this is perfect if you are the kind of person that is talking to sellers where they're not very motivated or they all want retail. I'm going to share with you how to get in front of better opportunities, people that are a lot more likely to accept your offers and people that are going to need to sell their house. So again, traditional wholesaling is really difficult because we have to go out there and be reactive to the business. We put everything out there, and then when something comes to us, we have to scramble to try to put that opportunity together, find a buyer, make sure we got all those steps right. Whereas what I'm going to share with you today is going to show you exactly how we can reverse the process to be in complete control over the business from start to finish. Number one, we're going to identify our market demand. Number two, we're going to then from there understand where they're buying properties, what they're buying, what they want to buy more of, and exactly what they're paying and doing for those properties. That's going to set us up to be able to laser focus in and know exactly what we need to do to get in front of the better deals for 2025. For most new and intermediate wholesalers, the traditional wholesaling model is the reason why you struggle to generate consistent motivated seller leads. So, for example, so many new wholesalers think that generating leads is all about choosing the right strategy and that if you could just figure out the right strategy, all of a sudden you're going to be able to start closing more deals. Maybe you think that if you follow a guru or watch some videos on YouTube and you apply exactly what they're doing, that you're going to get the same result. But that's not the reality of the business because every market is different and you're different. You have a different skill set, you have a different budget, different time you can put into the business. Other wholesalers may have been doing this longer. They've sharpened certain skills. Maybe they have a bigger budget or maybe they have more of a team to be able to help you out. So for most of you that are new to the business, it's going to be more about the steps that we take before we actually market and choose a lead generation strategy that's going to set us up for success. So that's exactly what I'm going to do for you today is I'm going to share with you exactly what you need to do as a new wholesaler or someone that's looking for more consistent lead flow, what you can do to get that competitive edge to really understand your market and to know what to do. So to do that, we want to make sure that we're not struggling because we're targeting the wrong sellers, that we're casting too wide of a net. We don't want to burn through our marketing budget just actually targeting bad leads. And as you're going to see as I break down the three-part process, you're going to be able to see how you can set yourself up for complete success by reversing the process and starting with the end in mind. So in step number one, I'm going to show you how to identify the buyers who we're going to sell our properties to. Tomorrow, I'm going to share with you the exact way that we can reverse engineer our market demand. And then in step three, I'm going to show you how we can laser focus in on pre-sold properties. So the idea and the goal here is helping you understand who to target in your market, what kinds of properties that they're buying, what they want to buy more of, what are they doing with these properties, and how do we laser focus in to get ourselves in front of better opportunities so we can close more deals without doing as much marketing. Let's take a look at my PropStream account so I can share with you exactly how we go about doing this. So in our very first thing that we're going to do here, we're going to come into PropStream and we can put in any county that we want to. So let's just say, for example, we'll just do St. Louis County. So by doing this, what we want to look for is this is going to be our market. So we're going to pick one county and we're going to focus on identifying in this market what kinds of properties that our buyers are looking for. So to do that, we want to apply certain filters. Now, when we do this, we want to actually build out a list of people that are going to be the buyers that we want to work with. So for example, we're going to start with residential properties. We're going to do something simple with single family properties, and we can also include just really small multifamily properties. And we want to just deal with regular properties. So let's just do 500 square feet to 2,500 square feet. And then lot size, let's just go up to an acre just to keep it really simple. And we want to go a little bit older properties. So we'll do like properties that were built between up before 2012. Okay. Next thing we'll do, just to keep things really simple, we're going to come down here. We're going to pick properties that are not on the MLS. And let's scroll down here a little bit. And we want people that are buying the properties and not living in them. That tells us that that is an investor that's buying that property. Okay. Now, for what we're wanting to do today, we're going to deal directly with people that are corporate buyers. Now, when I say corporate buyers, what that means basically is they own the property in a company. It's not a mom and pop investor. And the reason why this is important, you're going to see over the next couple of days, is that the reason why this is so important is because these are people that are buying deals consistently and paying the most for deals. Mom and pop investors are just buying properties here and there, and we don't necessarily want to build a buyer's list of people that are not going to be ready to buy when we've got properties to sell. So it's really important we want to do that. Now, the next thing we want to do is we'll scroll down a little bit, and we can come down and let's just say that we want to deal with properties up to about $450,000. Now, your market may be a little bit different, but that's going to be what we're kind of looking at. So we can see we got about 30,000 properties here. Obviously, that's way too much for us to look at. So what we want to do is let's just look at recent sales. So let's just go back a couple months and see what that does for us. So if we go back to just November, we can see that's 800 properties. That's still a significant amount of properties. So let's just go back to December, see what that does for us. So that gives us 375, which is still a ton, but that's great. Now, what this is going to do is we can actually come in here and view these properties. Now, if you're using a tool like PropStream, you can come in here and you can actually export these buyers. So we'll just create this list. We'll just call this SEO buyers. We'll come into my properties. And we can actually export this list. Now, the reason why this is important to export is because in step 2 and in step 3, I'm going to show you exactly how to use this buyers list to identify what your market demand is. So again, what we're looking for is people that are buying properties consistently and paying the most for deals. So I'm going to pick up tomorrow in video number 2, where I'm going to walk you through exactly how we go through this information, identify who the buyers are that we want to work with, and to figure out exactly what they want to buy more of and what they're paying and doing with these types of properties. Again, this is just step 1 in identifying how to get in front of better opportunities for 2025.